To make India the world factory like China would be very challenging. Welcome to Eagle News Channel. It will be challenging for India to displace China as the global factory due to the bureaucracy, the inability to offer a sufficiently extensive value chain, and the cautiousness of corporations. During the time period of 2018 to 2019, Donald Trump, who was the President of the United States at the time, imposed severe tariffs on China in response to trade deals that he believed to be unfair with the United States government. This action prompted Beijing to strike back, which in turn sparked a trade war between China and the United States. During this time, a number of companies started to explore the possibility of relocating their supply chains away from China in order to avoid being exposed to geopolitical concerns. The COVID-19 outbreak caused supply chain delays, which further hastened this development, with India becoming the main location for producers. India has a vast workforce, a rich history of manufacturing, and a supportive government that promotes industry and exports, said Julie Girdman, CEO of Everstream. These are all factors that make India an attractive location for manufacturing, she added. A large number of companies are investigating whether or not the country's manufacturing sector can serve as a viable alternative to China's. However, according to Huiling Tan, an experienced commentator at Business Insider, the move is easier said than done. While India is known for its bureaucracy, it has the potential to become a manufacturing powerhouse because it is a vast economy with a young population. However, India is also recognized for its corruption. According to Ashutosh Sharma, the market research director for Forrester in the United States, India is not like a nation where firms can go and create a store without too much control. The World Bank, WB, has released its 2019 Ease of Doing Business rankings, and India came in at position 63 out of 190. This South Asian nation even ranked 142nd in that year's rankings. Additionally, India is notorious for its protectionist policies, which make the country less appealing for significant financial investments. According to Mr. Girdman's analysis, China manufactures on a huge scale, but the majority of factories in India are small and medium-sized due to federal protectionist legislation and policies geared primarily for small and medium enterprises, SMEs. According to numbers provided by the government, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made significant efforts to entice foreign direct investment, FDI, ever since he into office in 2014. As a result, FDI inflows reached a record high of $83.6 billion in the most recent fiscal year. On the other hand, the value chain in India is not yet fully developed, which limits the country's potential to become the global factory. According to Sharma, India clearly possesses advantages in terms of demography, location, and existing infrastructure, a significant portion of which was created over the course of the most recent few years. This nation has the potential to entirely scale up, but it is missing some of the smaller elements. Sharma stated that because China has developed such a comprehensive value chain, the majority of the components that are required to manufacture a product may be sourced from within the country. Because of this, businesses are able to manufacture at a huge scale for a relatively low cost. This skill is not yet present in India, and developing it will need a significant amount of time. According to Mr. Sharma, the explanation for this phenomenon is that manufacturers always run assembly lines before establishing local supply centers. He went on to explain that it takes some time to construct a supply chain of such a vast scale because even if firms find domestic sources, the first quality will not be acceptable and the volume will not be very large. India is capable of constructing its own supply chain, but the process will take time. After what has occurred, companies have realized that reliance on just one country is too risky. Therefore, according to the opinions of several experts, the scenario in which corporations rush to India is just as implausible as it is in China. Not only Foxconn and Apple are being impacted by this, but also global firms such as Nike, Toyota, and Samsung, all of which are based in Japan, South Korea, and the United States, respectively, are also among the numerous businesses struggling with ongoing issues. According to Sharma, This is tied to the supply chain and has to do with the country's significant dependence on China. This is an incentive for businesses to diversify their resources, rather than placing all your eggs in one basket, as the expression goes. This indicates that in the future, supply chains will become more complicated, but they will be varied from the very beginning. If firms can develop 2 or 3 trustworthy resources, rather than solely relying on India or China, they will have an alternate source against future dangers, said Sharma. This would allow them to have a hedge against future hazards. Support the channel by like and share the video. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell to receive the latest news. Thank you for watching.